if you make plans, you never think you're really ready for marriage?
No, it's like any growth. You can't be ready for it because it's growth. It's going to be new. It's going to be new. You're going to have a new life. You're going to be a new person.
Couldn't make you wait forever. For forever. This is forever. If there's a question of my heart, you got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. Hey, if there's a question of my love, you got it. Baby, don't worry, I got plans for you. Yeah, baby, I've been making plans. Oh, love. Baby, I've been making plans for you. Yeah, baby, I've been making plans. Yeah. Baby, I've been making plans for
My success apology. I made it. Look, I'll admit it, albeit pathetic, that I'm in my late 20s, still never been to a wedding. Just the idea of that lobby empty, do not sit with me. Well, it's not your fault they try to get me, cause I'ma need the sales, cause I'm...
Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, do not forget to hit that like button and please subscribe so you can get my latest updates and what I have for you as far as readings are concerned. You'll also have many discourses that I go over and that I will share with you as well. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. I also call upon source energy to lead, guide, and direct me into the collective consciousness of the divine masculine's current situation for the evolution of all involved, including myself. All right. So we have the first card, which is the Seven of Spring. And we also have the Nine of Swords in reverse that is along with it. The divine masculine is being put in a situation where he has to stand up for himself and he also has to stand up for his divine feminine. In times past, he has been ignoring the clues and the cues that have been given to him from source energy through the universe, and he has overlooked what it is that he has been called to do. He is now thinking about what is right and what the wrong thing is to do. The divine masculine is now making plans. You see, I'm getting the sense that the divine masculine is done with compromising. However, I'm hoping that he pays close attention to what's happening so that he can learn from the situation. With the Nine of Swords being here, I'm also sensing that the divine masculine has some inner turmoil, some conflict, and some deep-seated fears and secrets. And I'm also sensing that he has some worries that he needs to release. Yeah, there are some deep worries as well. But the divine masculine needs to know that these deep feelings of the inner turmoil is a result of his own mindset and thinking. Your negative thoughts are taking you on a downward spiral of despair and anxiety that contradicts your reality, that you are making things much worse. And because of that, things feel much worse than what they really are to you. You may try to keep your worries private and personal and keep them all to yourself, but you are struggling to keep your head above water here. It may not be a time to keep this all to yourself and suffer in silence. Now you're being called to confide in others and to seek out help and support, but not in your current circle, because this is what have contributed much to where you are. You see what I'm saying? Old ways don't open new doors. You need to find some real friends, and even stop confiding in your family, because they have been against your union from day one. They have been against your happiness, and some are secretly jealous of your union with you and your divine feminine, and they have arbitrarily went against your union because they don't want to see you happy, because they're not happy. You are allowing your fears to impede your despairs and your deepest fears, and it's stripping away your life force, divine masculine. You cannot step forward because you are so distressed about what might happen. It's almost like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop or something. And this is crippling you. You need to relieve yourself from all self-doubt and ask yourself, why are you being so hard on yourself? This is a real sincere question I want you to ask. And on a more positive note, it seems like some of you have already worked through this. And for some of you, you are already making a recovery. You have come to the realization that things are not as bad as you thought that they were, and that you made them seem out to be when it comes to your divine feminine, and that you are beginning to relax and calm yourself about what once was a terrifying situation between you and your divine counterpart. And that the trivial issues and discrepancies that you had were really not so bad after all. You see, you're starting to now. I'm seeing that some of the divine masculines are stepping up to the plate, and they are defending their divine feminines because they recognize the grand scheme of things. She has a greater role in all of this, in the unfoldment and the development of his soul and the evolution of his soul. And he's starting to recognize the role that she plays alongside him. You have the Ace of Autumn, and that represents a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project, happy change in your career. Okay, for some of you, I'm already sensing that this is already taking place, okay? And the universe is stepping in to help you to achieve what you desire, or have already stepped in to help you with that. And your fledgling hopes are now about to take flight for some of you that have not experienced this yet. And all that is needed from you is to have the courage to see things through. This is a general reading, so I'm also feeling that this is also referencing to your relationships as well. You're being called to be fearless and then happily pursue your most treasured dreams, which is your divine feminine. So I'm thinking that some of you are having so many doubts. So what if you don't have every little detail worked out and pinned down? Don't let that hold you back. All the steps will be revealed, and they will reveal themselves as you move forward. So that's what you need to do, is to go full throttle into this and do not preserve or hold back. The next card, you have the Princess of Summer, and you also have the Nine of Cups. This represents new relationships or emotional experiences, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Okay, with both of these cards together, the fruits of your labor, as far as the relationship department, is now going to pay off for you. You are happily embracing and loving every aspect of your life. When it comes to love, you're not very experienced at it at all, because you perceive everything with your feelings. So it's time for you to start thinking things through. You need to have the heart over your head over your heart. And you need to filter everything and process it through your heart space. And it's time to grow up and enjoy your own private garden and experience how full of magic it is, and wait for the love that you have already put into it, you have already planted, to come into it, not supplant it and try to put it in someone else's garden. So stop being impressed with other people's gardens and start tilling and tending to your own. Okay? And again, the Nine of Cups is a good reminder that you need to stop comparing yourself to what others have. Okay? To you, it may seem like as if everyone else have more successes than what you have, but do you realize how many successes are behind you? You'll never lose these successes. They'll never disappear. You have so many, okay? Don't lose that important fact about yourself. Start believing in who you are, okay? And these could be academic degrees, awards, promotions, and just the overall success in general. All the things that you've done that brought great returns are yours to always be proud of. Even your divine feminine. This is a relationship that many people spend a lifetime to find, and they never come into the reality of knowing what that feels like. So from now on, you don't have to focus on proving yourself to anybody. Now what matters is finding work that will give you joy and fulfilling the relationship with your divine feminine, because this is where you're the most happiest. You feel like you're so much more at home when it comes to her. And so right now, the universe is challenging you. The universe is challenging you, and you're being called to spice things up in your love life with her. And I see some of you are already making plans. Okay. You can add some excitement here by doing little things here and there, like on her birthday, you can surprise her with a gift, something that she said that she's always been wanting. Valentine's Day is coming up. Or you can even surprise her on your anniversary with her. You can try new things between the sheets, maybe even take a tantra class together and build a strong basis for the future. And also know that now it's time for the two of you to have some fun together. Break up the monotony and just do whatever you have to do. Okay? It's going to be wonderful for you. The universe is backing you. The 9 represents also the last step. So this is the last step that you need to take in order for you to have the love life that you have been contemplating and you have been up all night visualizing about. It's now time for you to take that leap of faith and head towards your divine feminine. And for some of you, I'm sensing that's exactly what you're planning on doing. Next, you have the 5 of Autumn. Some of you need to reach out to others for assistance. And also for some of you, you're being challenged with money issues right now. The type of assistance that you need is not one that is of the physical plane, but you are being asked to call upon your angels and your guides and your fairies to help provide you with what you need, and look for signs regarding how to proceed next. You're also going to be amazed. You're going to be so amazed at how these messages appear at every turn and every moment and every day that you look for these signs. They're just going to unfold and become so clear to you. And it's just going to be one epiphany after the other. If only you ask for them, just know that the way will be made clear. And some of you are focusing on negative things in your life that makes you unhappy. And right now, the universe is calling you to redirect your thinking and refocus yourself on your path and to rise above your difficulties, okay? These are what are called self-fulfilling prophecies. Keep your thoughts positive, divine masculines, and focus on what it is that you want. If you want union with her, so be it. Get your union, okay? I know this. You are experiencing challenges and money issues, But do not allow that to make you become stuck on your concerns. Instead, focus on what it is that you do want and what you want to bring about. And if you do that, the universe is going to bring you more of that. Okay? Next, you have the Princess of Autumn. This is a sign that you need a little push to get going. For some of you, you're just like stuck. And if you think your thoughts out well, then everything will go in your favor and according to plan. I'm sensing some of you are very charming and upbeat and reliable and very clever, but also you have a little bit of mischievous streak running in you. And right now, this is a time that you want to keep an eye out for that, because it isn't serving you and it hasn't served you well in the past either. Okay? Other than that, you are a joy to be around. You're responsible, you're wise beyond your years, you're very studious, and you love to learn. And you are a perpetual student of life. But this is taking you longer than usual to get out into the real world and explore it, and to let your soul be able to be felt on different areas and different climates and different environments, because your soul is now craving that, and you're being called to move into action, and everything will go perfectly. Okay, it is now time to grow up and acquire the knowledge that you have gained and apply it in order to sustain your way as you continue working through and working your way up the ladder. All right, so these two cards we have here is renewal and the Four of Cups. Some of you have walked away from something that was near and dear to your heart. You're being called to review the past and the present so that you can plant a bright new future. And I'm sensing for some of you that this is your divine feminine energy. Yeah, some of you are really reminiscing heavily and missing your divine feminine. Okay. And I'm sensing that you are beginning to realize your life purpose, and you're in the process of releasing judgments of yourself and those that you've had of your divine feminine. The divine masculines are in a moment where they can truly reinvent themselves and build a future the way that they want to now. And you're at this moment where you can arrive to your destination successfully. All you need to do is just have a good map and a good vision. Some of you do have work that you have to still do, inner work, and then some of you have already worked on it. And now you're connecting with your divine feminine within. And you're now tapping into your intuition, into me, I listen. And you're having flashes of inspirations and epiphanies as part of your life purpose. And they are meant to guide you on your way to joy. And you have come to realize that your divine feminine is the holy grail. You're now starting to see things in a whole new light, and you're being called to fulfill your destiny with your divine feminine. You're now at this pivotal moment where you're starting to release judgments of yourself and those that you had of your divine feminine, and you're coming into a deeper understanding, understanding, and overstanding of your life purpose together. You truly are starting to recognize what it means for the two to become one. And with the Four of Cups, you have been unhappy, bored, and discontent in your current lot in life, in your current situation. The situation that you have just come out of basically has completely run its course. It was no longer a satisfaction to be had in that area. And when it comes to your divine feminine, if this relates to her, you have to do something about it to change it. Again, you're being called to spice up things in your partnerships with your divine counterparts, not with the other suitors, not with these people that you know that are not going to make you happy. Okay. And also, this card represents that some of you are suffering from a mid or quarter life crisis. Okay. You'll spend some of your days staring at your phone, staring at your news feed, covering the things that other people have in their relationship, wishing that your life was better and so forth. It is time right now for you to pull it together. Okay? It is possible that you're suffering from comparison hangover. Sometimes we might desire something which isn't meant to be for us. You may be one of those people that want someone so badly that you can just taste it, but it doesn't mean that that thing or that person is good for you. Rather, you feel this way or not, it doesn't even have to necessarily relate to a partner neither. It could be job or a career or even a pair of shoes. Seriously, I'm feeling that the divine masculine, and what I'm picking up, you're wanting things that really are irrelevant to the unfoldment of your soul and your soul purpose and what it is that God in the universe is causing and calling you into action to do. Like, be with the one that you love already, okay? This card assures you that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. While you may think that everyone has it better than you, this is not the case. Therefore, what the universe is calling you to do is to count your blessings and be grateful for what you have before it becomes something that you had, past tense. And some of you divine masculines are now finding out that a relationship with the person that you have been pursuing or have pursued is not all that it is cracked up to be neither. The relationship is doomed for failure, and the person that you were once with or once dealing with did not have your best interest at heart and still does not. And some of you are wising up to that. Some of you are experiencing those epiphanies, and you're starting to realize that she never could take the place of your divine counterpart or your divine feminine, nor was she even something that could even satisfy you for a day, let alone for a lifetime. And the last card that I pulled is the Six of Autumn. This is a card that basically proves that what goes around comes around. The good you do comes back to you. This card represents a karmic debt that needs to be brought back into balance, with the six representing balance and harmony. Giving doesn't necessarily have to be in the form of money neither. I'm sensing that you're in association with people that are around you that are very shady at this moment. But this is because there has been a balancing of the scales for your own karma that you have put out in the universe that is now coming back to you. But the universe is telling you that you can make good on your debt by dealing with those that you are owing your complete trust to, by honoring your previous commitments to your divine feminine and what it is that you once had built with her. And only then will the scales of karma become balanced. All right, I have come to the conclusion of this reading. If you want an extended reading, I do have set prices. I professionally do readings for a living, and I do realize that there are other readers who may have prices that are lower than mine. However, I have set prices before I ever did YouTube, and I have reduced them considerably for my YouTube channel. My clients pay me more than what I have listed here, and I am not comfortable with reducing it even more because I feel that these are middle of the road prices and they have already been set by my guides, and I'm content with the way they are. All right. It is a good karma to like, share, subscribe, donate, give a gift if you feel inclined through Amazon gift registry. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Ashe.